Concerns continue this morning over looming executive orders by President Donald Trump.
Since his campaign, President Trump has promised to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, commonly called Obamacare, as well as crack down on ISIS and illegal immigrants. Action News Jax has team coverage for you now this morning. We start with Action News Jax anchor Romney Smith in the newsroom. Romney, Homeland Security is now announcing how it'll enforce immigration laws.
That's right, Dawn. Tuesday, the Department of Homeland Security released guidelines that could increase the number of people detained or deported from the U.S. Under those expanded guidelines, immigration officials can apply expedited removal to any undocumented person who has not or cannot prove that they've been in the U.S. for at least 2 years. And there are exceptions. They include if the person is an unaccompanied minor, if they intend to apply for asylum, or if they have a fear of persecution in their home country. Now, before the expansion, expedited removal was only applied to people found within 100 miles of the border within 14 days of entering the United States. The expansion also calls for an end to the catch and release program, where people caught in the U.S. illegally are released while waiting to go before an immigration judge. Keep in mind, the White House says these expanded guidelines are focusing on criminals.
The priority that the president has laid forward and the priority that ICE is putting forward through DHS's guidance is to make sure that the people who have committed a crime or pose a threat to our public safety are the priority of their efforts, first and foremost.
Under President Obama, ICE focused on deportation in 3 categories: convicted criminals, public safety threats, and those who recently crossed the border illegally. Under the Trump administration, anyone who is even accused of a crime is now eligible for deportation.
Knowing that you could be ripped away from your family at any time is a lot. It takes a toll on you.
My mom is more scared than she used to be, right? She wants to create a plan, right? Just a worst case scenario, a plan of if one of us is to be detained, one of us is to be deported.
The guidelines leave President Obama's DACA program in place that protected all children brought into the country illegally. Phil?
Meanwhile,